All right, guys, we're gonna keep it really short and simple with this one. I'm basically just gonna be showing you a couple of really good exercises for your joints, your knees and your ankles when you're doing a lot of high intensity leg exercises or, just general athletic training. So these are gonna be exercises that you wanna do before you actually get into the high intensity training. They do a really good job of warming up your muscles and lubricating those joints, to prevent injury and basically just ensure that optimal performance. So the first one we're going to be looking at is just a real basic one, jumping jacks. It's essentially just to warm yourself up, if anything. It's basically for a cold start. If you're just starting your workout for the day, you're not going to be able to A, jump into any sort of high intensity training, and B, you're not necessarily going to have that effort right away. So this is just a really good way to not only wake up your body, but wake up your head. If you're one of those people that likes to work out in the morning, this is a really good way to just jump start it. Following the jumping jacks, this is another really simple one. It's just essentially knee raises. You're going to be walking in a skipping motion and just really stretching out those ankles and, getting those calves activated. If anything, this is just really good for your ankles. Following this one is going to be single-legged bounds. So this one's going to be very good for your knees. Essentially you're just going to be jumping from leg to leg and, using your balance to catch yourself. Now, the bigger the bound, the more high intensity the training. But this one is not only a good warm-up, but if you're going to be doing an exercise like this every single day before you do your leg exercises, it's really just going to build up the durability of that knee, build up the range of motion and the elasticity, which is going to prolong, like I say, the durability, but also going to help your performance. So following this one, we're going to be looking at side-to-side lateral bounds. So this one's essentially, you're acting as if you're coming down from a jump and then jumping to the side laterally. This is going to build up a lot of that lateral strength in the knees. A lot of athletics deal with this type of motion, so being able to do that at the optimal level is only going to help you out. Following that, we're looking at the Heismans. So this is another really good one just for activation and just general warm-up. The rapid feet movement, it helps out your ankles, helps out those twitch muscles, and essentially like the knee bounds, if you're doing this every single day before your leg workout, you're going to increase your speed, your quickness, and your agility. And then following the Heismans, we're going to have knee touches. This is another really good just activation warm-up exercise. You essentially just jumping up and down and touching your knees. It's a really good leg exercise in general, but by doing it very quickly, you're going to be activating those twitch muscles, and in combination, you're going to be also working on the durability of those ankles. So following this one, I went ahead and got out the resistance band. This one's more for activating those hip muscles. The resistance between the legs is really kind of pulling on those lateral hip muscles in the side of my leg. And by just doing these general and simple, very basic exercises, over time you're going to be building up those lateral muscles on your legs, so you get better performance. But a lot of knee injuries happen due to the lack of range of motion. If you're not as flexible, or they don't have that elasticity, being able to bounce back from a weird bend, it's going to be very hard to stay durable. Especially if you play a very high intensity sport or high intensity activity. So just these in general, I like to do basically just 1 to 2 sets of all of these workouts before I do my leg exercises. Like I said, it's not only going to prolong the durability of your joints, your knees and your ankles, but it's also going to help the performance. You're going to be building your legs from the ground up, focusing on the smallest of muscles rather than just, sticking to just the athletics. Thank you. Hopefully this helps you guys out.